Hey guys, Coach Jorge Capestany with my awesome wife Marty, and today's video lesson has to do with how to hit depth. And what is depth? And so I'm going to show you this game that's been very, very helpful to my students. It's actually come from one of our courses that we do about tennis IQ. So first I want to show you the depth zones. I'm just going to light up this side of the court. So zone 1 is right here, the closest to the net. Now zone 2 is still in the service box, but it's kind of a little bit further back, okay? And that's lit up right there. Just basically chop that box in half. Now we go to the no man's land area and we chop it in half. We happen to have a line there in this course, so it's easy. So zone 3 is right here lit up, and that's kind of the shallow part of no man's land. Zone 4 is the deepest part of the court. Okay, and that's really the best place you want most of your balls to land. And then beyond the court, you know, where in the green where people stand, we can call that zone 5, and way back there, like where Rafa plays at the French Open, that would be zone 6. So what we're going to do is I'm going to have Marty hit with one of her students, Jaira, and we're going to do a simple game called depth coding, and we're just going to have them yell where the ball lands on their side of the court, and they can start getting feedback, because I promise you most people have never done this drill and they have no clue. If you ask the average student, which I get around, I speak a fair amount, where do most of your balls land? If you explain the zones and say where do they land, they go, well, I think most of my balls land in 3 and 4. And after they do the drill, whoa, it's kind of a wake-up call. So I want you to try this, but first I want to show you how it looks. So let's go on the court right now. All right, so here's the game. I got Jaira back here, fire up Jaira, and Marty over there. Every time the ball lands on your side, Jaira, if it lands in zone 4, right when it lands, you call 4. Say it nice and loud. If it lands in 3, you say 3. Let's just see where it lands. Go ahead, ladies. Cooperative at first. 3, yep.
3.
Yep. Right. 2, 3, 3, 2, 2. That's a 4. 3, 2, that's a 2, 2, 4, 3 that was, yeah. Okay. That's all right. Okay, 2 more seconds. Okay, good. Huddle, that's excellent. Now, you saw that I kind of lit up the court, and you could see, you know, where the little radiants were bouncing. So right away, you can see just in that 30 seconds, was 4 the most commonly hit spot?
No.
No, it might have been the least commonly hit spot, all right? But yeah, that's really what we want, because if your ball lands in 4, it keeps your opponent back, and there's less likelihood that they can move up inside the baseline and start controlling the point, especially if you can send it to 4 with a little bit of arc, so it's kind of a high bounding ball. Kind of think what Rafa does. The most common is either going to be 3 or 2. Usually if you do this for any length of time, people realize that the most common place the ball lands is strike zone or depth zone 3. And there's only one little sneaky problem with that. That's exactly what most people would want. So if you or I were playing Marty and she got to request, Marty, where do you want our shots to land? We're going to feed you 10 shots. You think she would pick, well, rip it into zone 4? Probably not. She'd say, rip it into zone 3. That's going to give me the most comfortable shot returning back. So that's called the depth code, or depth coding game, and I want you to try it. And you'll get some really quick feedback about your depth. Here's the thing I want you to do. Chances are, I can almost predict, most of you are not going to hit with the depth that you thought or that you want. So the way you're going to increase your depth is one of 2 ways. The best way is to hit higher over the net. Another way, but it's, I think the second best way, is to leave your net clearance the same, but just hit harder. And the reason that's the second best is obviously it's more risky. Okay, I really wish that players, rec players especially, could watch the pros play from ground level, because you would realize just how high their balls are over the net. When you see it on TV, when it's 35 rolls up, it's kind of an aerial view. It doesn't do it justice. But on the ground, they're hitting the ball way higher than you think. All right, so there you have it. Great game. I hope you give it a try. Again, thank you for watching. If you have this video, if you think this video could help someone, we'd love it if you could share it. If you have a comment, a question, or if you try it and want to tell us how it went, put your comments below if you're watching it somewhere where you can do comments, and we'd love to hear from you. Thanks again for checking in with Jaira, Coach Jorge, and Coach Marty. Good luck on the court.